Asking questions in the past simple. In the previous lecture, you learned how to make the regular past tense of verbs. We add an ed ending, and the pronunciation can change as well as the spelling. Now that we have that finished, let's look at how to ask questions with the past simple. To ask questions in the past simple, it's pretty easy. We just put did first, then the subject, and then the verb in the infinitive. Do not conjugate the verb. Leave it in its base form. I'll show you a couple examples and then we'll do some together. Did you go to school yesterday? Yeah, of course I did. Wow, you were there when it happened. Did you feel scared? What you do when you found out? What did you do when you found out? How your mom arrived so early? How did your mom arrive so early? Who most of the work? Who did most of the work? It's pretty easy, right? Did never changes, not even depending on the subject. And as you saw, WH question words, who, what, where, when, why, and how, all come first. So it goes WH question word if you use one, then did, and we need did here, absolutely needed. It tells us that we're asking a question. Then is followed by the subject, and finally, the infinitive form of our main verb. Do not conjugate it. Past simple negative. We also use did in the past negative, but unlike when asking questions, it does not come first. Here is the word order for past negative sentences in the simple. First, the subject. Then did not, or contracted, didn't. So in the present, we say doesn't and don't, depending on the subject. But in the past, we use didn't for every subject. And then finally, our verb. The verb is still in the infinitive. Don't conjugate it. Don't change it in any way. I'll give you a couple examples now, and then we will do a few together. I didn't understand your question. Can you please ask again? You didn't finish your homework. Notice that the verb remains in the infinitive, our main verb. Don't conjugate it in a question or in a negative sentence. We go to the mall because of the weather. We didn't go to the mall because of the weather. He watched the new episode yet. He didn't watch the new episode yet. You meet my brother yet? No, I meet him yet. Did you meet my brother yet? No, I didn't meet him yet. Native speaker pronunciation. In colloquial, spoken English, there are two popular ways to pronounce didn't. One is exactly as I have taught you so far. Didn't. Pronounce every letter clearly. This is still very common, but another very common pronunciation is didn't. So the second D, the middle D, is silent. This is much more common in spoken informal English, and the only time that you want to use this pronunciation. Otherwise, say didn't in more formal situations. What's nice is that you will probably be more in informal, regular, general conversation. So just say didn't. No matter what though, we don't change the spelling. We always spell it D-I-D-N apostrophe T. I'll give you a few sentences using both and see if you can notice the difference in pronunciation. I didn't do it on time. I didn't do it on time. Yeah, I didn't understand either. Yeah, I didn't understand either. We didn't ask for permission. We didn't ask for permission. Responding to questions. As we've already talked about, there are long responses to questions and short responses. A long response means you basically repeat the entire question that you were asked. A short response is composed primarily of just the subject and verb. Let's take a look at the short responses in the positive and then the negative. Yes, I did. Yes, we did. Yes, you did. Yes, they did. Yes, he did. Yes, she did. Yes, it did. No, I didn't. No, we didn't. No, you didn't. No, they didn't. No, he didn't. No, she didn't. No, it didn't. Now let's compare some of the short and long responses. Did you see him? Yes, I did. Yes, I did see him. Yes, I saw him. Did they go to the park? Yes, they did. Yes, they did go to the park. Yes, they went to the park. Did we win the game? Yes, we did. Yes, we did win the game. Yes, we won the game.